常闇の白いようこそ迷える子羊夜
On a surface level, Goddess of Genesis looks like your typical anime hero collector, but after playing for a few hours, you start to see how it sets itself apart from other gacha games. And it's easier to understand why when you learn that ZLONGAME is the same developer who had made Langrisser Mobile, probably one of the best strategy mobile gacha games. But can we call Goddess of Genesis the best turn-based RPG? There's a lot of things that Goddess of Genesis does better than most gacha games in the market right now. Heroes might seem one-dimensional at first, but instead they have their own classes and support skills. Some of these heroes are terrible when fielded, but provide awesome support skills instead. Along with the heroes comes a not-so-typical rune system which instead grants new abilities. I spent hours agonizing and optimizing these runes. There's also a perk system that allows you to flesh out your favorite hero classes. But most importantly, a lot of the upgrading grants new abilities instead of just your usual stat increments. Even though the game has its own share of grindy stages called challenges, there's a dream chronicle where each stage has its own set of rules and clearing the whole challenge grants awesome rewards. There's also a very stripped down version of dungeon crawling that you see on other games like AFK Arena, but I found the simplicity of it refreshing since it doesn't take long to clear it and some of the later fights prove to be more interesting. The story stages follow similar fashion of games like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where you complete a normal stage and then its harder variant gets unlocked as a crucial farm to point in order to progress in the game. Thankfully, Goddess of Genesis doesn't ask you to achieve 3 stars in missions in order to auto-complete them. This allows your heroes to grow faster without creating unnecessary progression barriers. But there are areas in which Goddess of Genesis needs to improve in. For starters, heroes' faces don't emote for the most part and some of the animations are a little stiff. There's also timed events which require you to log in during certain hours, and some of them give great rewards so you can't really play the game at your own pace. Then there's premium summoning banners which require alternative type of tarot cards which are used for summoning heroes, and it's hard to earn it without shelling out money. But I've made about 8 multi-summons from the regular banner that doesn't feature any heroes, and only once did I get to pull from the premium banner. And I have roughly spent 20 hours in the game already. Here's hoping future events will award more of these lucrative tarot cards. Finally, it seems that after a certain point in story mode, the developers decided to just get rid of voice acting and the characters became mute, which I found it very odd. Goddess of Genesis is an engaging game with silky smooth graphics and a slew of interesting features. I found myself playing the game constantly and had been having a great time without paying even a single penny. Some of the drawbacks like emotionless face expressions and the lack of voice acting made me question the game's production quality, but the rewarding gameplay and dopamine inducing progression systems managed to hook me right back into the game. If you're a fan of hero collector games, I would highly recommend to check this game out. If you're looking for more reviews about mobile gacha games or in need of a tier list, make sure to check out our website called gachagamer.com. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to subscribe to us for more content like this. Also make sure to give a like and leave a comment. This is Toby with Gacha Gamer, take care.